My name is Miki, and this is the Conflict Hotline. Welcome back. With me in the studio today are Jared, who is here for the first time. Welcome to join the cast. And Newt, who is a longtime favorite, and at least of mine. And together we're going to be playing with various scenarios. We have a particular focus this month. Our focus is communication in the workplace. And we're starting with a scenario which we call You're Not a Team Player. And that features Julia and Robert. And Robert is Julia's boss.
So, Julia, very quick feedback for you, should be simple. I just need you to be more of a team player than you have been, and just to show up in the team, okay? So if you could start doing that, we'll be fine. Okay.
Did you say more of a team player?
Yeah, just more of a team player, you know, than you have been.
What do you mean by that, more of a team player?
Just being part of the team, showing up as part of the team, you know, giving the other people the sense that you're with them. Yeah.
With them? I don't understand at all. How am I supposed to be more with them and part of it? I don't understand.
Well, it's not rocket science, you know. I don't really understand why you're giving me all this pushback about it. You know?
I'm not giving you any pushback. I'm just trying to understand what you mean by a team player. It's very vague to me. I'm trying to get a clear sense of what you're asking for me.
Thank you very much. I imagine if you've worked anywhere, something like this has happened to you or a coworker on either side of the equation that you find yourself in. Our purpose in this program is to support you, the viewers, in finding ways to transform your thinking and communication to create peace, harmony, understanding, and effectiveness, especially in the workplace. As you can see in this scenario, one of the things that often tend to happen in the workplace is people stumble around feedback giving and feedback receiving. We saw that there was a lot of tension here, and we'll come back to it. And then all the tension has to do with there's some basic features, skills, principles about giving feedback that I will talk with Robert about. And there are also some principles about how to receive feedback that I will talk with Julia about when we come back to the role play. And then on top of these difficulties that all of us don't have these skills, things get complicated further by the fact that there are power differences in organizations, and then who gets to say what and how to whom becomes complicated. So we will look at what can you do to create understanding, collaboration, mutual respect in a context where people have different access to resources and different capacities to influence each other's choices and lives and consequences. So we'll come back to that in a moment. And I want to say that this is an all-volunteer program put on by Bay Area Nonviolent Communication, BayNVC.org. And it's also a call-in show. We love to get calls from the audience. So if you would like to call us, please do so. Number is 510-433-0700. And you can call with any conflict, but we are hoping you'll call with something that is a workplace-based scenario, such as?
Maybe gossiping in the workplace, or interpersonal conflict between two employees.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe just something like someone's talking to you when you're trying to focus and you don't know how to stop that happening.
Or maybe there is a lot of confusion about roles and decision making and you'd like to get some clarity. Any of these kinds of scenarios, please call us. And let's go back to our original scenario. And this again is Julia. This is Jared, but Jared is actually Julia, and this is Newt, who is playing Robert. So please start from the top.
Very quick feedback, Julia. Just need you to kind of show up as more of a team player, okay, going forward. If you think you could do that, that would be great. That's all.
more of a team player. You want me to show up as more of a...
Right, exactly. You've got it, yeah.
What do you mean exactly by more of a team player? What are you asking me to do exactly?
Well, just to work with the team. Yeah, you see?
Just work with the team.
Yeah, the team that you're part of, to actually be part of it.
I'd like to pause for a second because I get a sense that this exchange is building up agitation for both of you.
Yeah.
Is it for you?
Well, it's more work than I was expecting to explain something pretty simple.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm imagining that it feels really simple inside of you because you have a picture of what it means.
Yeah, doesn't everyone have a picture of what that means to be a team player?
Maybe,
Yeah.
but different people might have different pictures, and we all have an easier time painting a picture when we have the colors and the specific details of the picture. So I think that if you can take whatever picture you have inside of what it means to be a team player and apply it in your communication with Julia, she will have more of an understanding, because it looked to me like you were kind of like working hard.
Yeah.
Against kind of some confusion.
Her confusion, yeah, apparently.
But you had some confusion about what to do with that.
Well, I hadn't picked up on that. I was confused, really. It just seemed like she was very confused.
Uh-huh. So it looked to me, looking at you from the outside, that each round was more challenging for you, more agitating.
Well, I couldn't understand why she wasn't getting it. It's just a very simple thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, so you would really like some understanding and ease in communicating with her.
That would be nice, yeah.
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 So let's see if you can remember specifically something that you heard or saw that relates to this idea of being a team player. And this is a key principle in terms of giving feedback. The more you're able to make it specific about something that is observable. And one of the ways that you know that you are on target is if you use the verb to be, you're probably not on target. So be a team player.
Right.
Is kind of like a concept. It's a generalization. But if you can think of A, B, C, what would somebody do? Or what did Julia not do that for you would amount to being a team player?
Okay.
That I think would really help her.
You want me to do that?
Yeah, I'd love you to do that.
Okay. So what I'm saying here is that if someone sends you an email saying they need to consult with you before you go ahead on something, I want you to reply to the email or give them a call or go around to their cube. Okay.
So it's a basic follow-up.
Yeah, following up with when people are asking you for something. I'm hearing that's not happening.
So let's just pause for a second. Regardless of how you feel about whether this is, in agreement with your perception, I have a sense that you have much more clarity in understanding what is being talked about.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about now.
Yeah.
Which is really helpful.
Yeah, and do you have a sense of there's more flow now as you're saying that?
Yeah, she seemed to just understand that a little bit. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have one or two more?
Sure. Yeah. Another one is that there's just some sense that a lot of the guys, you don't need to be hanging out with them on the weekend or anything, but a lot of their thinking actually happens in informal times. Like they lunch with each other sometimes, and they tell me that a lot of problem solving happens like that, and that you just keep yourself to yourself, which is okay, but I just want you to know that you're missing out on opportunities to do a better job here. So
okay, so you're saying to spend more time with my coworkers,
even if just one lunch a week or something. They go out on a Wednesday normally together, you know.
Okay.
So let's pause for a second, because Julia here is being really nice to you.
Yeah.
Because she's telling you back what she's hearing without your asking.
Right.
But if she were not to do that, how would you know that she got it?